So I've had a cookie craving for a little while, and we went to one of our favorite cafes, and I got a Mars bar cookie, and as you can tell from the video, it was delicious. So a bit of trading here today. Some of my snatches. These are a fairly light weight for me for my 1RM. However, a few weeks back I had a bit of an incident and injured my wrist. About to show you here. You'll see as I go for this 75 kilo clean that I miss it, and then you'll see the photo of what happens. As a result, I'm still not able to clean or front squat or get into that front rack position, but my coach does a good job of keeping me moving forward and continuing on with the program and doing what we can do in the meantime. Now stick around. At the end of this training component of the video, I talk a little bit about weight cut and my new business, No Shortcuts Nutrition. Just wanted to chat a bit about my own experience with weight cutting with weightlifting. So last year I was initially a 55 kilo weightlifter, but I cut down to the 49 kilo category to make the total to qualify for senior nationals. So we did leave this decision quite late. So I had 4 weeks to cut about 4.5 kilos of weight, which is quite a bit of weight in that amount of time. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend that what we did was healthy for that period. And whilst during the last sort of week of that weight cut, it was not healthy. I was eating very minimal calories, under 1,000 a day. And for some perspective there, a toddler should be eating 1,200 calories a day. But we did it to achieve a goal and have an outcome. And that was the only time I did it like that. Doing shift work, so night shifts, etc. So I had to be very on top of having my food with me and having small snacks consistently throughout that period so that I did not get massive hunger pains and the urge to want to binge eat. That was hard, and keeping myself full of liquid also helped to keep that at bay as well. And another thing that's also important for weight loss is our sleep and our sleep patterns. So routinely getting the right amount of sleep, which again is hard to do when you're trying to do a night shift. Yeah. So yeah, had to be super organized with that. Anyway, we got there, we got down to weight, and since I've been able to maintain fairly close to that weight, I'm currently sitting on about 2,000 calories a day, maintaining between 48.5, 49 kilos as the categories change this year. I am now working to remain close to that 48 kilo category so that the weight cut isn't a significant one for comp. And the reason that I want to do that is for performance. So I want to train close to my weight class so that I know how my body is going to cope on the day and what lifts I'm capable of at that weight class. And some of the things that I've experienced in, say, the last 6 to 8 months since dropping some weight as well, you know, we all can probably relate to at some point in our lives with a changing body image. So I wasn't super focused on the body image, but it was something that was definitely noticeable for me. I dropped from being a size 8 to a size 4. I lost mass in my legs, all that sort of thing. So my body fat significantly dropped, but we maintained strength levels. So I've PB'd all of my squats, my deadlifts since being in this weight class, and I sit a good 6 to 7 kilos under when I was previously PBing, even my basic strength lift. Yeah, we've had some positive outcomes of it, and keeping on top of the body image issues as well has been key for me to keep a healthy mind, and accept how I look now too. One thing that came with that too, there's a lot of comments from external people and, you know, people who know me and have seen saw the weight cut and the difference in size. You know, you will get comments at times, and I certainly got a lot of them like, oh, you're barely eating, all those kinds of comments that come with, you know, dropping a bit of weight at times. So be mindful of it, keep on top of it, and also don't make those comments to your friends, because you can hyper focus on those comments, and I certainly did at times. I've definitely worked through that as well, to accept now that it doesn't really matter. People can say what they want to say, but I've achieved goals from being at this body weight now. I've maxed out lifts, all kinds of goals that are ticking the boxes. I'm healthy, my energy levels are the best they've ever been, and the food that I've been eating is the best I've ever eaten in terms of whole food sources, meats, and limiting supplementation. So some of the basics to stay on top of are our sleep, recovery, keeping up consistent good habits. So our habits that we do day to day and consistently are the stuff that's going to reflect in the long term within our hard work. Yes, we can train hard, and that's great, but what we need to be doing is to recover equally as hard. But to sum it all up, I just wanted to chat about my own experience with weight cutting, and where I'm at with it with maintenance now. And that leads me into talking about my new business, No Shortcuts Nutrition. So this is it's for everyone. I'm interested in general lifestyle, helping people change habits to live happier, healthier lifestyles later on down the track, to avoid things like high cholesterol, relying on medications, you know, to combat against the development of type 2 diabetes, all those simple things, and just help people be generally happier and healthier with who they are and what they're doing. And then I also am very interested in the sport performance side of things, and obviously specialize in Olympic weightlifting. So